I just hit record. You just go whenever you want.
All right. Welcome everybody to another episode of Sideline Channer.
Channer. Sideline Channer.
Regroup. Welcome everybody to another episode of Sideline Chatter. We're here on a Monday night, fresh off some nice Sunday NFL games. I'm here with James Alver today. How's it going, son?
It's going all right. Another week. Some more dubs,
More dubs.
3 out of 5. Potential Monday Night Miracle for 4th out of 5th. Need Pat's D to go off, but had to give you that business this week, unfortunately, in our main league. Sorry to hear about that. Sorry to do it to you, but how you doing?
I'm hurting. 1-3 in my 4 leagues. I think I was 1-3 last week. I started off really hot in all my leagues. Like almost, I think I was first place in like 3 of them. Yeah, I got to bounce back because I don't know what the hell's going on. I got to make some moves before the deadline's up next week. So I'm ass. So I might as well just get off the set and leave, walk out. But we got a episode here. We did a panic meter segment earlier in the year, probably like a month or so ago. And we're back with a part 2. We each got 2 players for y'all. So basically it's like on a 1 to 10 scale. We're going to be rating how nervous you should be over these players, pretty big name players. Like I mentioned, with the trade deadline coming up, you might want to look to deal them if you can get anything for them. But it should be a pretty fun episode.
Yeah.
What you think?
Looking forward to it.
You going to go first? You going to start us off?
I'll go first with the blockbuster name here. Lamar Jackson. Pains me to say that as an owner, as a believer. But panic meter, I'm giving him a 7.5. So I'm a little worried. I'm speaking from firsthand experience with this too, because I have him. I'm a little bit worried. You drafted him to be QB2, or if you believed in him, QB1.
Right.
And currently, as it sits, I believe he's QB11, which is not good. That's something you wasted probably a second or third round pick on.
Yeah.
But he's gone over 20 points only 3 times this year. Again, just not good. His rushing is down. Last year he ran for over 1,200 yards in the whole season, and he's only on pace for about 850 this year, halfway through. That's a big drop-off. His rushing touchdowns are kind of the same, but passing, he's 27th in NFL in passing yards. Obviously, you don't think he's going to be, like, number 1, but
running back.
You would think that he should be, hopefully, within, like, I would say the top 15, I would say, just because how good their offense is.
Right.
He's 26th in the NFL in completion percentage, which is really bad, which is, like, his thing coming out of college, but last year he was, like, really accurate. I just think it's really just been a coming down party from 2019, because obviously, like, you hope that he could replicate almost what he was doing last year. Probably not the same thing, but he's not even close.
Do you think people caught on or some shit?
I mean, it kind of hurts that how inaccurate he is, because like Kyler Murray's kind of the same thing, and he's just a better passer, and that's why their offense is just so much better than the Ravens right now. But I mean, if it is that they caught on to him, then they're kind of in trouble, because where do they go from here? They kind of built the whole team around him. But like I said, I am panicking on him, but as an owner, I'm holding out hope. I was just looking in the fantasy playoffs. He plays the Browns, who he had his best game of the season against so far, and then he has the Jags, who are fifth most points against quarterbacks. So if you have another option till you get there, I have Matt Ryan. I'm probably going to try to use him more going forward. But yeah, I'm a little worried. Worried about Lamar Jackson.
I'm pretty worried too. I mean, in your 12-team league that I'm in, I just traded Teddy Bridgewater and a player I have on this panic meter for Lamar and like Hardman. So I was taking a risk with Lamar. I mean, I had Teddy because I lost Dak, so like I was tired of just using these bum QBs, and I figured Lamar could pick it up, but he's ass right now. So hopefully some good matchups will get him back on track. But
he has had a really tough fantasy schedule the past few weeks, but he's supposed to be one of those matchup proof quarterbacks. But
that's a good number. I kind of agree with it, but we're holding out some hope.
Who you got, Chief?
Next on the panic meter, I'm gonna start off with DJ Moore, that's who I traded away with Teddy. I'm gonna give him a 9.
Whoa!
Out of 10. What'd you do last night?
Couldn't even see it on the fucking thing.
Right. Yeah. 9. He's only had over 5 catches once all year, which is doo-doo.
It's pretty bad.
Right. And you drafted him as like probably around 4.
Maybe 1 or 2.
Right. Maybe around 3 if you're that high on him. Only over 100 yards once as well.
And it was that one where he had like the 70-yard touchdown
Yeah,
or some shit.
so a little fluky. Coming off yesterday, a 3-target, 2-catch game for 12 yards. And that was obviously with McCaffrey back in the lineup. He did get hurt again, like we know McCaffrey did, but if he only misses a game or so, I think you can see McCaffrey eating into like his targets because they love
Sam
just
McCaffrey, he led the team yesterday.
yeah.
Like
So
10 targets yesterday.
Robbie had 13 too.
Oh, did okay
So
then Robbie probably led.
you have those two. I mean, they love McCaffrey, so they're going to feed him. Curtis Samuel's obviously emerged as another weapon they have over there. I think scored in 3 straight weeks. He also had like 100 yards receiving on like 8 catches.
Yeah. Mm.
I didn't even know that. It's insane. Yeah, so he's fell well short of the wide receiver one expectation that we had coming into the draft, and like unlike Lamar, like I don't really see a situation where he improves because it's like one, they're not a great passing team. 2, there's so many mouths to feed, and it's like it's kind of just gross. So that's why I traded him away with Teddy, like I said, to get Lamar. I had some wide receiver depth, so I wasn't really scared. Shipped him off to Joey. So hope you're
Joey the trade demon. Boy, has 100 trades this year.
Right. Hope you're enjoying that 2-catch game. But DJ Moore, I mean, I won't hesitate to bench him if I had him. I don't have him anymore in any leagues, but if you got better options, I think you go for it because it's too like sporadic. What you think about the 9 out of 10 rating?
No, I think that's probably where I'd have him.
Yeah.
But he's just, I mean, you hit on everything. Like, there's too many mouths, especially with McCaffrey coming back, because it's not like Nick Chubb coming back where he doesn't catch the ball. Like they literally force feed passes to McCaffrey, so it's kind of like where you were hoping he would bounce back. It literally only makes it worse for him because like, what is he supposed to do now? If he's not getting the ball before, he's definitely not gonna get the ball now.
Exactly.
But yeah, if you can try to move him before your deadline, try to find a Panthers fan like Joey, ship him off to him. But yeah, I'm worried about more. Got another probably first round pick here, who I'm also an owner of in a league that I'm petrified in. I'm probably gonna come in last place because people got injured and teams trade for players. But got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, got him at a 9. Very, very panicked about him. He's kind of ruining my year.
Yeah,
literally took him as a first round pick and he's awful. But 19 attempts over the last 3 games. 2 of those 3 games were with Bell. So Bell is obviously, for whatever reason, I think Clyde's a better running back, but has eaten into his. The other thing is they're letting Mahomes sling.
More, yeah.
They're letting him throw the ball like 35 times a game when they don't even need to. So I don't know if that's just the teams they're playing or what, but 19 carries in 3 games is really bad. It's been decreasing the whole time at 8, 6, then 5. It's awful. Bell had more carries than him last week, or this week, and had the same carries amount last week.
Did you say the number you gave him?
9.
Oh, 9.
I did say that.
It was 9.
But I don't see how it gets better for him before it gets worse. The more Bell is around, the more comfortable he's going to be. The more comfortable Andy Reid's going to be using him. And Clyde's a rookie too. You always know how they love to like spare rookies for whatever reason. But I just don't see how he's getting to the point where you have to consider not using him, even though he's your first round pick. Like I'd have a surplus of running backs in that league, kind of, so I might have to bench him, which is scary. Like, how do you bench your first round pick? But I just don't see how he has a path to being used. Like, it's really insane. Not much to say.
No, I see some stats here. Like week 6, he played Buffalo. He had 67% snap share, and all the weeks before that was pretty solid. Now week 7, Denver 50% against the Jets, 49%. I don't know what it was this week because I haven't put it out yet, but I agree. Like he hasn't been like obviously he's been declining in production ever since that Bills game, and Bell's obviously worked into his workload. But yeah, like you said, they're throwing the ball a lot more, and it's not like he even gets a lot of goal line rushes because he doesn't. Everybody thought like, oh, he's in a good offense, he'll bounce back. Like, but
I say, and his touchdown this week was in the goal line, but it was passing, so like just so unpredictable. Like the offense is so good and so many options that you can't predict how he's going to do every week. You can't bank on him getting 7 touches and a touchdown. Like, it's just not. I always say touches and like volume is king, but he's literally not getting either of them. So how do you trust him?
I took Mixon over him in Q's league, and like after week 1, I was like, "What the hell am I thinking? Why did I do that?" Like I didn't even know I did that, but now honestly, it looks pretty good.
Well, I mean, it's things like unforeseeable things. Like how could you tell like before the season that the Jets are going to cut Le'Veon Bell? Like,
true. Even before, I think he was underperforming a little bit because he was drafted like freaking high.
Yeah,
like when you're
6 overall.
top 6, it's like you got to produce.
Took him first overall.
Right. But on to my. Oh, that was your last one, right? Yeah. On to my last one. It's a running back, panic meter, Jonathan Taylor. I'm gonna give him an 8.5 out of 10.
Rooks.
Yeah, all these rookies, right? It's been a brutal year for rookies, running backs at least. Yeah, 8.5. He's coming off a 6-carry, 27-yard game, 2 catches, 7 yards, also a fumble. His snap share the last 3 games are 54%, 59, and then 34, which is
Jesus
out
Christ.
carried by Jordan Wilkins in 2 straight games, and Hines has been getting passing down work as well. This is another guy who was going not as high as Clyde, obviously, in drafts, but probably around like 5, 6,
Yeah.
with hopes that as the season went on, every rookie story, as the season going on, he's supposed to take hold of the running back workload, but he hasn't really looked good. I think Wilkins has looked better. That's why he's gotten much of the work. I know a lot of people predicted that he would pick it up towards that second half, but we haven't seen it, you know?
Yeah.
So
they said he got banged up a little bit, but he looked fine this
Yeah.
week, and he still just got outplayed.
he's still out there. So
Yeah,
you can't be using that banged up excuse if you're still out there.
Yeah, that's just
At least
very
in fantasy
frustrating.
world. But I think he's like another one you could probably bench if you have RB
I
depth.
say the only league I have Jonathan Taylor in, I have Eckler in.
All right.
So like I don't have a choice. I have to use him every week. But yeah, if
like Jake has options, he should bench
Yeah,
him. I think.
I think
forward.
you should too.
My dumbass offered him. I mean, Thielen hasn't been playing well, but I offered him Thielen for Taylor. He declined like 2 weeks ago.
Guru,
So,
Guru.
I'm glad he declined that. Well, I mean, maybe you see a path down the stretch with him that he can produce. Because I mean, the Colts have a solid defense, as we know, but
Our offense has been kind of like shitty.
yeah, Phil Rivers ain't it. He gets the Titans, Packers, Titans again, Texans, Rams, Houston again, then Pitt. I mean, there's some good matchups in there. I feel you just got to hope that they're ahead and that they're running the ball and he like does good. That
I say
game.
you have to hope his first 5 carries he does well,
Right.
because obviously they don't care about getting
Everybody
certain people
else,
the
yeah.
ball. Obviously they don't give a hell about that. Give a hell. I don't want to. I don't want to curse when I said that.
Keep
But
it PG around here, but that's it. We got 2 names for y'all. So if you can go and trade them before the deadlines are up in your leagues, if you have a deadline, go do it because these players aren't it.
Their
We're
ass.
panicking. We're panicking. So
First, second, third round picks at our ass.
yeah. Go subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, turn on that notification bell so you can get notified we drop videos. Last week we had that audio problem again, or video problem.
Yeah, you know something every week. We'll
Something
get it.
always F's up.
We'll get it.
Right. So hopefully this ain't too bad. Go subscribe to the TikTok as well. Gaining followers by the day, views by the day. And we'll see y'all again on Thursday night with hopefully a creative video we got for y'all. So we out.
Deuces.